What's up, guys? Matt Tojo here, Leads for Locals. And in this video, I want to show you how to build a sales funnel for generating leads and appointments. It's really powerful, and it's something that you can start using in your paid advertising as well. It's 4 simple steps. And obviously, you can customize this to your business. Maybe you need an extra step or two, but this is kind of something really good to get you started. This is really good for service-based businesses where you're like if there's any type of pre-qualification or you're booking appointments or something like that, and you're closing over the phone or maybe in person. This particular sales funnel is really good for that. Not really good for e-commerce. That would be another video, but this is primarily what I focus on in my business. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First, I want to show you an example, and then I'll show you how to build it really quick. So this one was particularly for an insurance client. This doesn't have to be for insurance. Again, any type of service-based business, but I just want to show it to you as an example because this concept works with any type of service-based sales funnel that we're building, okay? So let me first show you what it looks like here. So I'm going to go to each individual page. And also, just while this is coming up, guys, I'll have a link in the description. You get a 2-week free trial using Clickfunnels. Here's our software that we're going to be using to actually build the sales funnel. Clickfunnels is awesome. In my opinion, it is the best one in the marketplace. It's cheap. There's a 2-week free trial, and I will send you this entire funnel for free. 1 click, it gets uploaded into your brand new Clickfunnels account if you go through my link in the description. So make sure you open it in an incognito window. Send me confirmation via the contact link below, and I will send this to you. But anyways, this is what it looks like. Really simple. So we start with a free a lead magnet, something that we're giving to people for free in exchange for their contact information. I particularly only like asking for name and email. It's just a very low barrier of entry. People are much more willing to do it. You can add a phone number here, and I have seen that work, but what are you going to do with it, right? So it could, because of the way that I like to generate leads, I like to generate higher quality leads, not necessarily just pure volume. So I like to have people go through my entire sales funnel and then become a much higher qualified lead later on as they consume that content and they go through the funnel versus them becoming a lead that I want to call right off the bat just for getting a free burial insurance guide. Like I just prefer generating higher quality leads. So here's everything is above the fold. You'll notice they enter name, email, and they click the button, they get taken to our free burial insurance guide, okay? And all of this happens automatically. So that's one of the beautiful things about ClickFunnels. It's freaking awesome, okay? Once they submit their contact info, they automatically get taken to the next page here, which is the free burial insurance guide. Now, what's really great about this page, though, and which is another reason why I like ClickFunnels so much, is one, you see how clean it is. It's a really good looking page. But 2, we can put a bunch of, you don't want to overload it, but we have multiple calls to action throughout this guide. And what this does is as people consume the content, it gives them an opportunity, in this particular case, to get a free life insurance quote. And they click on this, it takes them to our next page, which I'll show you in a second. But it's really clean. It provides it's basically just a guide on burial insurance, okay, a quick blog post. But, they see these images, get your free burial insurance quote, get my free quote, takes 30 seconds at the bottom once they finish. And then, it's got a little, this is just an example one. Obviously, this is me, but they click this and they get taken to a pre-qualification survey, which now turns them into a much higher, I guess the intent is a lot higher because not only did they just submit their info, they just consumed content and they just clicked to fill out your pre-qualification survey. That's a really good lead. Okay, so this is a great way to do this. We got links here, buttons, images, all that good stuff. So really effective. I use this stuff all the time. And then from there, I forgot to change the name of this one. It's not an opt-in, but this is so ClickFunnels also has a very easy to use survey page. It's all multiple choice, so it's really easy for people to fill out. But here's what happens is they click this. You can come in here and customize the questions that you want to ask and customize the background, which I'll show you in a second. But they come in here, they answer all the questions, and boom, it automatically pops up, just this little pop-up here. And now we ask for the phone number. Hey, where do we send your free quote? They click yes. And then from there, they're now a much higher quality lead that you can call if you want. However, there is one more step here, and you see your really, really simple survey page. There is one more step that they get automatically redirected to, which is going to be an appointment page with your calendar embedded right on the page. It's super powerful. It's really easy to do on ClickFunnels too. So let me show you what. So this happens once they complete that survey. They click yes, send me my free quote. Info received. We'll review your answers and reach out with your free quote shortly. But we also have a calendar right here that's embedded that they can go ahead and book an appointment with, right? That's super powerful. Now, obviously not everybody's going to do this, but you can bet your ass that the ones that go through this entire funnel and book an appointment, that's going to be a really, really good lead. So it's just it's another step that people can take to show their intent, right? So it's just these like little micro commitments. So let me show you how to build this really quick. It's actually pretty easy. And again, when you go through my link, send confirmation, then I'll actually send this to you for free. But basically, so I'm just going to do it from here. But basically, what we would do is over in funnels here. I'll show you how to do this from scratch. So we click add. We would click add new. I'm not going to do it right now because I already have it set up, but we basically create new funnel. You can do a cookbook. I don't use it too often. It really depends on what I'm looking to do, but I just like to create my pages individually. You can use the cookbook where it creates all the pages at once. You just go in and customize it. So and I'll choose collect emails, blah, 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 build funnel. Okay, so it would build the funnel for me, and then I would come in here and we would start creating the pages. All right, so for the for the opt-in page, so we click add new step here. So I'm just going to put test opt-in, test opt-in. Give it a second. All right, so from here, now we can actually select a template that we like. So, scroll through here. So I go to opt-in, email opt-in, right? I like to keep things really simple when I'm doing opt-in pages. You saw how simple it was. There's not a lot of stuff. So, but I mean, feel free to test it. I like doing one like this where it's got the logo. So actually, I'll go ahead and use this one. All right. And it creates the page. We come in here, edit. And this is how you would come in and customize the pages I send you, the funnel I send you if you go to my link, is you just come in here and literally just customize everything. So we can come in here. Obviously, this is gigantic. Let me move over here. So we can adjust the font size here. We can also move this up because I like to have everything above the fold. So we'll move the margin. There we go. We can come in here, click on this. We can change the image here to, let's say, whatever. You basically upload your logo, insert it, and boom, you're good to go. Jeez. There we go. You got to hover over it for a second. This would be whatever your lead magnet is. Okay. And I'll actually, I usually delete this, and then, please enter your contact info below. You can come in here. We can actually, I'll show you how to do it from scratch. So we can add new element, and it's really, really easy to do though. So this is an input button that we would use. So input right here, drag it, click and drag. And then come in and customize it. Now, typically what I like to do though, let me show you this, because see how it's different than this one. Obviously we want it to be the same. So what I usually like to do, I just wanted to show you the drag and drop option, but I hover over it and I clone this, and then I'll just change the first one here to first name. Okay. And then change this so that it all looks the same. All the settings are the same. You just have to customize it to first name required. And then what I like to do is go into advanced, scroll down, and the icon right here, I like to do name icon and then the email icon. I just think they look cool. It just adds, it just looks cool to me. And then we'll do email, right? And then that's it. You can come in here and change the color of the button if you want. depending on what your brand color is. I like using the dark blue here. Okay, you want it to stay on submit the page. Another thing I like to do is hover the settings. I like to do this on each page and click on general. I like to hide the affiliate badge. So basically that is, if you have that showing, there's always going to be a little Clickfunnels badge at the bottom right. I don't typically like to do that when I'm generating my own leads. Maybe if I'm promoting a Clickfunnels, the Clickfunnels program, but I like to hide that. We go into settings, we change the SEO metadata, and actually it does that once you save. It should, no, I think because I already clicked it, but basically you come into SEO metadata. This is where you name everything. This is good for SEO. It's also what shows up in the browser here. So you want this to all be connected, whatever. I'm having a brain fart because I'm trying to think of what to type here. Whatever your lead, or whatever, yeah, here, we'll do it this way. What is the name of this page? Right, then you could put a description here, just like you would with SEO keywords. You could put your brand name in here, upload an image if you want. And then there's also tracking too. So you can come in here, paste in your tracking codes, like if you have Google, Facebook, LinkedIn pixels. That's typically what I do on all of my pages. So let's exit out of here. We save, and that's our first page. So we have our opt-in page now, okay? So next would be the actual guide. Now let me show you the template that I usually choose when I create the guide, because it's actually a blog post page, test guide page. It's one of that's really what I love about ClickFunnels is the template. Like how many different templates it has, and the fact that you can share the funnel. So like, I can share all this stuff that's already kind of designed and pre-made. I can share it, and you guys just come in and customize it. And I mean, it saves so much time. It's insane. So now for the guide page, what I do is I click on miscellaneous over here and I type in blog, hit enter. You can see I've got these saved already as templates, which is really nice, because that way you don't have to do this over and over and over again. You can save certain pages as templates, and it'll save all the links, images, your navigation bar, all that stuff, whatever. But let's see. I like to do this one right here. So traditional blog post, I select that. And I use this for any type of content. Like anytime I create new videos that I'm going to be sending out or promoting or whatever, I always put it on a page like this. And actually, this may have been the wrong one. Let me see. I should have previewed it first, because I like the one where it's got the author at the bottom. Yep. Okay. No, this is it. I don't know why there's so much empty space here, but it might just still be loading. Anyways, so traditional blog posts, we come in here, edit. And what you'll want to do too, really quick, guys, is take this link, copy it. You'll go back into, let's just do it really quick. I'm gonna try and keep this under 30 minutes. We can build an entire lead generation sales funnel in 30 minutes. I mean, that's pretty sweet. So we copy that page because we want to make sure that when people submit their info on the opt-in page, it's going to the correct page. So let me show you how to do that really quick, because I've actually had, like when I first got started with ClickFunnels, I didn't know this, and people were getting sent to the totally wrong page, and it was a disaster. So what we want to do is click on general and see this right here on submit go to. You want to paste in that link wherever you want them to go after they submit their information. You want to paste that link in there, save, and you're good to go. Okay, so really take my word for it. Believe me, do that, because that has been a disaster for me in the past. So I do that every time now. All right, so now let's edit this page. This is where it gets really fun, at least in my opinion, because this is where you can get, you can get pretty creative on what you do here. So a couple things I want to point out. I'll obviously change everything in the settings. Go to your SEO metadata, put in your tracking code, general, turn off the affiliate badge. And you can start to customize these right here. So like if you have a main website, for example, you can link these right here, or you can just delete it. It's totally up to you. If you don't even want to mess with it, it's totally up to you. But basically you come in here and it's like a little navigation bar that you can customize. And you come in here, you paste in your link, And another tip, guys, for ClickFunnels. Again, I don't know why this happens, but it was a huge pain in the ass for me until I figured it out. Is sometimes when you copy links inside of your ClickFunnels account, it'll have some extra space here. You want to make sure you backspace, get rid of that extra space, and then I left arrow to make sure that ClickFunnels actually collects the correct link. I know that sounds weird. Just trust me, do it, because otherwise your link won't work. I don't know why ClickFunnels does that. But anyways, you can come in here, you can link out to certain pages if you've got like a main website, or maybe you want to promote a YouTube channel. I frequently do like a free group, free training, whatever. You can come in and customize that and link out to those particular pages. Okay, so that's good. Make sure you customize this part. I like to put my logo here. So what I like to do here is, so I'll go to Element, and we'll go use an image. We'll click drag and drop. I love the drag and drop option. We come in here. I typically will, so I'll go into, I always make my images in canva.com. It's free. It's super easy to use. There's plenty of templates. You can customize the size of everything. I typically like to make a logo that's 350 by 100, and I'll paste that in here. And what we do is we click on this image button again. We click upload. You upload your image. I'm just going to click this one here, add image, and then I'll come up here and delete this. Okay, and then I like to get it as high up as possible. Okay, and there you go. Right here, we can click on this one, click on this link, click on this button here. Again, same thing. Make sure that you're getting rid of that pound sign, and then backspace just in case there's like if there's any extra space here, and then just left arrow. Okay, make sure it identifies the link. Okay, so we link out here. So now they've got they've got the navigation bar. We've got the button or a link they can click there. Go ahead. What I like to do is just put a quick description of the company. So about leads for locals. Put a quick description. Here's a call to action. Again, I usually like to do. This just depends on your business. I like promoting free Facebook and LinkedIn groups, but if you have a different offer right here, then go ahead and do that, right? And again, submits the page. So make sure you're redirecting it to the correct page that you want it to go to. So just keep that in mind. In this particular case, like if it's insurance, we would click this, we would change this button right here. We click this, we can change the set action here. We can go to the next step in the funnel. I typically just like to redirect it to a URL. And like in this particular case where we're generating leads with our sales funnel, we would link out to the pre-qualification page. So once we make that, which is our next step, we take that link, paste it right here so that when they click it, it takes them to our pre-qualification page. Or you can do an appointment page, whatever, right? But you enter that URL, they click that, that's where they go. This is pretty straightforward. You come in here, and you're basically providing whatever content it is that you promised, right? Put your headline, change your, I like to put my brand name here, change the date, write your content. I like adding a video here. Video is super powerful. It's not required. You can also add a big image. I like putting a video right above it and then have the text. If we click inside here, we can change this. Like if you upload it to YouTube, you can just paste in the YouTube URL and you're good to go. It'll embed your video there. And then down here, just make sure, so if we click here, we can change the image right there. All right, we'll just put this handsome fella right there and then customize it. I like to get rid of the Facebook comments. I honestly don't even really know how that works, but whatever. You can come down here and customize all these. I would really only do it for like a main website because it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. What I typically like to do is, since this is just a content page, what I like to do is add a new row. I'll do one column, drag this down, drop, and then I'll save these two right here. And then we can come in and center this. This one, we actually have to come in to advanced, align, center. Okay. And then I'll just, I guess it depends on how much time you want to put into this. You can come in here and customize all these links if you want, but I typically on my content page on my main website page, I'll do all that. But on a content page, I'll typically just do the share us on social media. That's it's pretty easy because I want them focused on the calls to action throughout this page. Now, two other things that I do. So I like to add an image right over here on the side. And this image, again, I create in Canva. I think I usually do a 350 by 350. And basically what I'm doing is, so I'll stick to the example of insurance. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Yeah, right here. So I created an image. So it's basically just having different forms of call to actions. Like some people like buttons. Some people like clicking on images. Some people like clicking on links, right? So I want to provide as many of those as possible to people. And and I'm trying to just capture attention too. I'm trying to get people to take a certain action, right? So sometimes images are really good with that. So if you go into Canva, create a really good image, I like to put like a little, what looks like a button inside of that image and like get quote. So get your free burial insurance quote. When they click that, so we can actually link this again to, so link URL right here. You can link this to your pre-qualification survey, your appointment page, whatever. And this works really well. One last thing I like to add here at the bottom is another button, because I want to make it as easy as possible for people to get more information. And I'll put it right here. Click inside. We can do get your free burial insurance quote, whatever. So a couple things I like to do with buttons. I like to change it from fluid to fill width. I like to make it glow too. I just think it's cool. Button effect, pulse glow. And then icon picker. I like to do an arrow. It's just been proven to help, like anytime you got something pointing at your call to action, it's just been proven to increase click-through rates. We can also increase the size of the text here, and we can change the color. Okay, so get creative with it. Make sure you set the action to go to, whatever page it is that you want. Okay, and that's it. That's our content page. Pretty easy, right? And then now what I typically recommend doing on this with their content page is to save it as a template. That way, if you create other guides and lead magnets and things like that, and you want to use this again, but you don't want to go in and change all the links and the logo and descriptions and all that stuff, you want to come in and just change the content, you could save the page as a template. It'll have all of your links, pretty much everything the same. You would just come in, change the headline, the date, the video, and the content. That's it. You don't have to do any of this other stuff that we went through. So a lot of the upfront work is just in the beginning if you save it as template. Okay, save it and we're good to go. So we got two more pages that we want to make. I'm pretty sure we're past 30-minute mark, but whatever. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully this is helpful because this stuff works really, really well. All right. Next, we're going to create our pre-qualification survey. So anytime they click the button or whatever, we want to pre-qualify them, generate them as a lead. And that's what we do. So test. I'll just put survey, test survey. Oops. Love how easy this is. So I use this for, like this pre-qualification survey, I use for almost every one of my clients now because it really helps to increase the quality. And so instead of just providing contact info, people are actually answering questions. They're just committing more to the process. So it's just a much higher quality lead. Now, I think, forgive me, I don't remember what section it's under. It's under miscellaneous, because you have to choose the right one here. It might be email. Maybe it's sales. Survey. Nah. Okay. No worries, though. So we would just have to scroll down and find it. All right. So let me show you which one it is. Let me scroll down. Come on, sucker, where are you? I feel like I went past it already. Oh, wait. Sorry, my mouse is acting up too, so it's scrolling sometimes faster than I want it to. No. Ah, here we go. That's why it's called Mother Funnel, blah, blah, blah. But basically, it's the one that's, so Mother Funnel, PLF, Funnel 11. I don't know what that is. But basically, if you scroll down, you see survey question on it right there. That's the one. Okay, so we'll select that. Let's come in and edit. Again, make sure you take this link and also, I would connect a custom domain to this as well. I'm not going to go through that in this particular one. They have tutorials on it. It's pretty easy on how to connect custom domains. But that would be like one of the first things I would recommend doing is set up your custom domain, connect it to that funnel. That way you don't have to go back in and change the links. So again, I like to bring everything above the funnel here. So you see how there's like three different sections here. There's the orange one, the blue one, and then the green, right? So like if we come up here, we click on settings, you see how it's already at 0 top margin, but there's still a lot of space here. So we click on this one, and if we scroll down, see how it says padding top? If we scroll that, all right, so a little trick for you guys to bring things above the fold, okay? All right, so we changed the logo. And actually, what I like to do is bring the logo onto this part here. And let's delete this. So again, everything's above the fold. We'll put a little bit of space just so it doesn't look weird. We can actually change the background here because I don't really like this particular background. So what we can do, we come in here. You can upload an image if you want. It depends on what business you're in, I guess. And, oh, actually, I did the wrong one. So we actually need to do it on this section here. Right here. There we go. All right, so it just looks a lot better. Okay, and then you basically come in, customize this. So you can change the color, the size, what they're doing. Like, hey, answer a few basic questions to see, how much you qualify for, whatever. The main part I want to show you here, though, is when is customizing the questions. So we're going to edit survey questions or edit survey options. You can add questions. It's always going to be multiple choice right now. That's just what they have. Type in your question. You type in, I don't know why. Okay, maybe not. Wow. Okay, then. Type in your question. I leave everything. We go to back, and there's your question. You can add another one. You can come in here and customize them if you want. The next thing you want to do, though, is go to outcomes, default outcome action. This is going to depend on your business, but typically what I like to do is have the pop-up open up so that we can collect additional contact information. So I like to do open pop-up, but you can do, if you want to redirect them somewhere, whatever, redirect them directly to an appointment page. I personally like to collect at least the phone number at this point. So I do open pop-up. I don't think I do anything in settings. I just leave that. Okay. And then from there, we can edit the pop-up here. So we're going to show the pop-up. Let's do edit pop-up settings. I want this to be, again, above the fold. Now, this is a template that I have right now, I think. But basically, if you guys, if I send you the funnel, I mean, it'll already be here. But you can basically come in, customize your, kind of like we did on the opt-in page where we are cloning. I basically do name, email, and phone number here. Submits the page. Again, make sure that you go into general. You put in the next page, which would be the appointment page on submit. And that's it. That's our pre-qualification page. You can add as many questions here as you want. From there, always make sure you save too. From there, we make our final page in our lead generation sales funnel, which is going to contain our calendar. Test appointment. Test appointment. Now here you're going to also need, like if you are taking appointments, you're going to need your embed link for I use youcanbook.me for my calendar. I know Calendly is really popular too. It's pretty easy to get an embed code there. So I won't go like too much into setting that up. Let me see, man, it's been a while since I've selected this template because I save all of my own templates now. I don't even know. You know what? Oh, you know what? I know what I did. It's under thank you. See, this is typically the appointment page I use, but I want to see, just in case, you guys decide not to use my link or whatever. I still want to show you how I set this up. I mean, you don't really have to set it up exactly like me. Actually, this is it right here. Here it is. Mother funnel squeeze page 3. It says big giant letters, you're in, with mother secrets at the top. That's it. Of course, if you guys want all of this pretty much done already, then you can just go through my link and I'll send it to you, whatever. All right. Either way, it's pretty easy to use. All right, so edit page. I'm going to show you guys, really the only thing we have to do here is embed customize a little bit, obviously, but really the only thing we're doing is embedding your calendar link here. We don't really need a button. Sometimes I do like to have a button here underneath the calendar that links to Google Calendar. But typically you can book.me or Calendly after they book the appointment, it's going to prompt them to do that anyways. So I usually just delete it. So I'm going to delete it for now. Again, adjust the margins and all that, size of the font and all that stuff. Basically, the only thing we're adding here is we're going to add an element. We're going to scroll all the way down to custom HTML. We're going to drag that in here. And then we click this. We want to change this to third-party embed codes, open code editor. You paste in your embed code from youcanbook.me or Calendly, whatever, and that's it. You save it. You save, and you're good to go. And at that point, you have a really, really powerful lead generation sales funnel, and you can run paid ads to that, offering that lead magnet, send them to your lead magnet page, and just let people go through your funnel. Obviously, implement some email follow-up campaigns and things like that to generate more and bring people back through your funnel who didn't fill out the survey or whatnot. But that's pretty much it, guys. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but this is definitely worth it. This is how I generate leads for myself and all of my clients. It works really well. So give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or requests, and make sure you subscribe because I'm coming out with these types of videos all the time. So I appreciate you guys' time, and I'll talk to you next video. Take care.